Hey Aliupa, we have just come back from watching 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think it was a good movie. I screamed twice, so that's fun. But the reason why I'm making the video now is because we had some good times afterwards. One of them was that when we left the movie theatre, there was this guy being super aggressive and yelling at this older woman, and Alex and I were walking along, and I was like, should we stop, but like we just weren't sure. But then I just walked up and I said, hey, what's going on? And then so eventually we sort of understood that the guy was really upset because this lady was going around and taking photographs of people's license plates because she felt that the people weren't supposed to park there. And so she was like recording the license plates, and then she could make a complaint. And then, she like had her phone out and was filming the guy, and then he was like really angry and he was filming her, so it was like lots of cameras, that's what society is today, lots of cameras. And then this police van came up and they talked to him for a little bit, but then they just drove off. So I was like, okay, but he seemed to be a little bit more calmer, and she was gonna go off, and yeah, so everybody just went off. But I'm glad that we stopped because he seemed really aggressive, and I didn't know if that would bowl over or anything. And there were lots of people around, but nobody was doing anything. So I just thought, I'll step in and just ask what's going on, and then everything calmed down. So that's good. But the next thing that happened was we were on the train, and then this dog comes into the train, and it was one of those dogs that have that really slanted face. Like if you look at my arm, the dog's face is like that, or like, I don't know, like, yeah, it's just like a long slope. And it had a shoe on. And I was laughing because I sort of thought about that maybe the dog had lost its other 3 shoes. So then when the guy and the dog were going to get off the train, I said, "Ursäkta mig," which is excuse me. And then I said, "Your dog has lost its other 3 shoes." And then he was like, "No, it's only supposed to have 1." But then he started to laugh because I think he realized that I was joking. And then there was this girl sitting in front of us who was like smiling, and it was just really nice. Also on the train, we were going along, and then there was this other train going along, and then Alex and I pretended to be like, well, I pretended that we were on a ghost train and like screaming, "Ah," so that the people in the other train would think that we were trapped and things. But Alex was doing a love heart. Yeah, because he's like a loving person and all that. Yeah. Another time I pulled the finger at the other train going past. But that's another story. Usually I'm a really nice person. Nay. Okay, so that's just a little bit of Wednesday night's antics to get you happy. Tomorrow is Jesus Going to Heaven Day, so it's a holiday. So we're off to Borlänge again. Yes, I'm excited. Chopping wood.